What's up, No Limit Gang, man? We back with another banger reaction, shorty.
If you want a boy too, let's do it. And if you up that pipe, go shoot it. And life eraser, man, taking these drugs that cover my pain since my life been ruined.
Otf Dede wasn't allowed to Lil Durks bond hearing, and we about to see what Truth Teller TV has to say about this. My bad, shorty. Do your homework on. Damn. Oh, shit.
It looked like he was denied to join the motion of Lil Durk when he had his last bond hearing. I believe that was his last bond hearing.
I was innocent. You gotta have a strong man there. It ain't for the weak. I had a good support system. So I had Durk, I had my brothers, I had everybody over here. I'm innocent, so okay, prevail. So got good lawyers, 2 lawyers, you know. Just put me in good spirits. But it's like it could possibly be over though, because you see people get found guilty for stuff that they ain't do all the time. So you don't always depressed and angry and
But a lot of people spoke on Durk so hard that they forgot that Dede filed the motion to join this bond hearing because he felt like his lawyer put in some paperwork to dismiss the superseding charges based off fake information and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Dede lawyer asked the judge, can he join Lil Durk motion? Hit the like button. Go on this video 1,000 likes because it looked like he was denied too. A lot of people just speaking about Durk for some strange reason. Durk.
Hell yeah. For some strange reason, Durk is going around even more, especially after him getting denied that 4.5 mil bond, shorty. Doing homework on that. Now, that's crazy. They want they want like 20 mil for you, Durk, to come home, shorty. Like 20 mil for you to come home, shorty. Do your homework on that. They going deep.
Durk. A lot of people forget that it's other people on this case too, not just Durk. You know, Dede filed a motion to join in on this bond hearing, you know, to see if they can get these charges dismissed, maybe get a bond, anything like that. You know, he wasn't allowed to join in on Durk's bond hearing that just came a couple days ago. It took the judge about 3-4 days to come up with a decision if he gonna let him come home, and he denied Durk bond, you know. So Dede tried to join that. They didn't allow him to do that. This crazy though, because if you listen to the judge, he clearly speaks on, you know, it looking like it's enough information there for this to really be a real trial.
Yep. And if they have any more snitches, shorty, if they have any more snitches come in, shorty, it's gonna get worse for Durk. It's gonna get worse for Durk, because there's too many snitches, bro. If you do your homework, it's way too much snitches. And they're using my man's music as evidence. It's crazy, shorty. Do your homework on that, too. If you don't research it, you will never know.
You know, that's why they done denied Durk 3 different times. One of the times they denied him is because they believe he can be a threat to future witnesses of people who gonna testify against him.
Yep.
A lot of people wondering, who the fuck is finna testify against him? You know, and when you look at it, you clearly can see that Quando Rondo was in that car when Pab lost his life. Quando Rondo is the reason why it's a hit put on him because of the fight with King Von. Quando Rondo was the one that fought King Von.
Yeah.
Quando Rondo was the one that, you know, got hurt and his friend Lil Tim killed King Von. Yeah. So Quando Rondo involved in this all the way. They gonna call.
Yep, they gonna call Rondo. If he snitch, and y'all know he's not gonna snitch, so we gotta see who else they gonna try to bring to snitch, shorty. If they get any of them killers to break butt about Durk sending and doing that, it's over for Durk. Like, if they get more evidence than they already got, it's over for Durk, shorty.
Call him to the stand. They're gonna try to ask him to testify. Now, I don't know if he's gonna snitch on nobody or what he's gonna do, but I'm pretty sure the feds is gonna call him to testify the same way the feds put butter on his stand. Yeah. You know, because he was around all these situations. Quando Rondo was around all these situations. I don't know, Lil Pop mom maybe to get some character statements on her son and shit like that. But the people who they say gonna testify, we don't know. You know, a lot of people wondering, is it Quando, is it Lil Pop mom? We sure it's gonna probably be them. But who in Lil Durk's side gonna testify? What's the reason why they don't want him to get bond? Because they say he be playing around on these phones and he could, you know, call somebody who's a future witness against him who could testify against him.
I do see where they're coming from on that, because If he already dropped bags on niggas, they think he gonna drop some more to get niggas going that's gonna testify against him. Because if you think about it, a lot of people go think like that. Especially coming from Lil Durk, a lot of people go think he's gonna try to get all the witnesses going, you know?
You know, could that be Jam? Can that be guys here around? You know, a lot of people just so stuck on Durk, they forget that it's other people on this case too.
Yeah.
You know, it was other guys that was arrested. They didn't get multiple bond hearings. You know, they don't got that money. You know, to get an appeal and get multiple bond hearings and to do this, you know, that costs a lot of money. You got to pay a lawyer to sift through every piece of paperwork, and then say, you know what, this happened. We need a new bond. Can we get a bond hearing? Put in a motion for a new bond hearing because this happened and this happened and this happened. You got to pay a lawyer who can sift through all the paperwork and know that. Yep. You know, the average person just can't get a lawyer to do that. You know, this shit costs a lot of money. You know, people don't understand that. So it looked like these guys that's on this case against Durk, looked like the state trying to flip them against Durk. Remember, it was one person killed. It was plenty of shooters. It can only be one person that killed him. Everybody else was just shooting and was there. You know, so if the state wanted to offer a deal, it looked like they can. Now, I don't know who.
It looked like they can, shorty. It looked like they can. So there was multiple shooters at that joint. So do your homework on that shit. But they always, man, I feel like they gonna do Durk grimy in this joint, shorty. They gonna try any and every way not to let him out. You see he getting caught with phones and shit in there already. Like, nigga, what you doing with phones, nigga? I know you was gonna be able to get it, but damn, Durk getting caught was the crazy thing about it.
Who is exactly the gunman? Who's the one who shot the gun and the bullet went in them? I don't know who is the exact killer. We gonna find that out during trial, who shot the kill bullet. You know, it's a lot of people shooting guns. I don't know if they got the weapons or anything like that. This is a very substantial case. You know, they got a lot of evidence as far as like credit card readers and in the same city, and you know, he could have did it. And yeah. But you know, I don't see no camera surveillances that shows Durk's face. You know, I don't see any of that. You know, I see a lot of evidence that they got that's not circumstantial. It's some that's substantial and some that's circumstantial. Yeah. But I want to be honest with you, man. When you go kill somebody out of state, you use your credit card, y'all buy airplane tickets, y'all got hotel fares. It's pretty much like you raise your hand and say, I want to go to jail.
Literally. Yeah, that was literally all that nigga. It seemed like that's all that nigga did. Now, if he would have got some niggas in LA that was already out there and did that hit, he would be all right, shorty. Because do your homework on all right. If he would have had the LA niggas do that, he would have been smooth. He had Chicago. As soon as they went to go look up flights, anything from O Block, anything from OTF, that's you. I see you, buddy. Come here.
Airplane tickets, y'all got hotel fares. It's pretty much like you raise your hand and say, I want to go to jail. Yeah. You know, it's going to be hard to come from up under that. This man was killed in the city that all y'all was in. Y'all came there the day before, 2 days before. Y'all left on the same day the man was killed. All kind of shit. His credit card showing this shit. Y'all rapped about it in the songs, talked about it in songs, and all kind of shit like that. I mean, what did you expect? You know?
Yeah, get real.
I'm going to keep y'all updated on this, but it looked like Otf Dede was denied a motion to join that bond hearing, you know? Look like these guys gonna have to deal with this case. Durk the only one that got multiple bond hearings. Everybody else was just denied bond at one time and they had stuck up in there.
Oh, yeah, because Durk got the money. Durk the one with the money. And now everybody thought they was gonna get some money fucked up now, nigga. You see how it go. It gets real in the trenches, sure.
You know, Durk had the opportunity to get three bond hearings. Maybe going for a fourth one, I don't know. You know, so I'm not sure if everybody's going to be okay with that. Maybe these guys who locked up with him probably feeling like, damn, he get all these opportunities to come home. He got a high-powered ass lawyer. He doing this. We don't got no lawyer. We got one chance at the bond hearing. We got this. We got that. Shit like that will make a motherfucking co-defendant tell on you.
Yeah, hell
I'm going to keep y'all updated on this. But it's rumors about who is the people who going to testify against him.
Because especially when you the nigga with all the money and you get to do everything and they can't, that make a nigga tell on you, but I ain't go back to you. That's why you gotta stay away from niggas. Niggas are really telling you for something like that. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned. You know we about to keep these vids punching. Like us up. We on the road to 1K. You know that.